Hello listeners, I hope you didn't buy Bitcoin. I'm back again. It's me, Alexa Jones. Welcome premium listeners to the Deep Insider voicemail cast the establishment doesn't want you to hear. In the news today is this really big idea of Founder Jack Carson VC, this InfiniChain. It's the centerpiece to his campaign, the whole plan for the future it seems, and that's this whole blockchain technology that's been sweeping the world for a while now. How could you not notice the huge rise in Bitcoin that came out of nowhere? That's something we didn't expect. All of a sudden there's this new money out there, and it's radically different. It's money the bankers didn't plan on, it's money governments can't control. Why? It's nerd money, money built by engineers who had the grand idea that you could make money out of warehouses of toaster ovens. I don't know, that's what they say. Bitcoin seems like a good idea, yeah, let's take money out of the hands of the government. That is something I'm in favor of, get the money to the people instead of the greedy little monkey-faced golems of the Federal Reserve. Those guys are evil, but you know that. Everyone knows that. So we'll see if this nerd money will actually work. It's not as simple as you think, though, it's pretty complicated. Since it's nerd money it only works with nerds. I can't just go buy a pizza with nerd money, that's crazy. My pizza guy isn't gonna be like, hey, cool, let me get my laptop so you can pay in Bitcoin, what's your Wi-Fi password? No way, that's the pizza guy giving me the finger and driving away with my pizza when I tell him I don't use cash because, you know, nerd money. So the nerds are all big into this Bitcoin, the banks are trying to use it too, but they're struggling because no one knows how to use Linux on their Bloomberg terminals. Common people like us, yeah, we've heard of Bitcoin, but you know, it's nerd money and we're not nerds. Even the nerds have other kinds of nerd money because someone's gotta be the worst nerd money out there. That's Dogecoin. The nerd money for like super nerdy nerds, like Star Trek furries, or people who think the Star Wars franchise shouldn't be memory hold like that small town Monsanto destroyed. And that brings me back to Carson and his InfiniChain. So everything's supposed to be on it, somehow, and that's how life is gonna be made easy, right? Well, if nerd money is only usable by nerds, how's this new InfiniChain gonna be any different? Am I gonna have to tell my pizza guy my Wi-Fi password? Because that would suck. Now Carson too says that InfiniChain is a lot like Bitcoin, that it's, what did he call it, Money 2.0? Yeah, sure, whatever. So InfiniChain does Bitcoin things. So that means Carson's gonna be building those giant warehouses of toaster ovens, that's the Bitcoin mines, like that's biblical stuff there, if we're all gonna have to work in the InfiniChain Bitcoin mines. Wow, okay. Garrett, my researcher says that might be the case, is that right? Garrett Johnson's been keeping tabs on all of this Carson nerd money stuff, and it's a lot. Oh, he's giving me the no sign, okay, no, I guess we're not going to have to slave away in the nerd money mines. But this InfiniChain thing is still a huge problem, like enormous, because it sure as hell seems like if Carson wants to make everything InfiniChain, then everything's nerd money, and like, does that mean that we'll have the same class structure the nerds do? Will like my BMW be on the regular InfiniChain, and that weirdo down the road, his rusted Accord is gonna be on, what do you call the lowest tier of InfiniChain, Ripple? Then what about Bitcoin? Garrett says there's rumors of Carson leaving Bitcoin alone, like it'll still be there. Maybe that's the top tier, maybe if I'm paying for my pizza with InfiniChain, Carson's gonna be whipping out the Big Daddy Bitcoin wallet and drop-in blocks like making it rain. That's the future we could look forward to, someone's gotta be the crappy Dogecoin of the world, and it's not gonna be Jack Carson. I sure as hell don't want it to be me. I'm Alexa Jones, follow me in my voicemail cast every day at 11 p.m. Dial in for the latest. Thanks for being a premium member. Don't delete the voicemails.